everybody, welcome back. If you've been here before, if you're not, welcome to the channel. In one of my videos when I was sighting in either the 45 Colt, long Colt, some of you call it, I mentioned that right here to be sighted in at 50 yards, I have to be on the second notch from the top on the elevator here, the sight elevator. So what I'm going to do, and one of you guys, Andrew specifically, said show how I do this. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So what I'm going to do is adjust this insert here. So there's a screw there, so I can loosen that up, and you can move this plate in here up and down. So what I'm going to do is measure from the bottom here up to here, okay? And I'm going to readjust the elevator all the way back down to here. So this is going to be my 50 yards, and then I can see how this is at 100 and 150 and so on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my calipers out, make sure they're zeroed, okay? And I'm going to use the depth gauge to the bottom here, and I'm going to go to the top of there. So there, so that's pretty spot on. So it says 0.501. All right. Then I'm going to do it one more time. So put that down there and make sure everything's good. Take this out. 0.49. So I'm going to go with 0.5. So it's a half an inch. This is inches, by the way. All right. So now what I'm going to do is adjust this. I'm going to pick up the Bukhorn sight, and I'm going to lower this all the way to the lowest setting. Okay, there, it's at the lowest setting. All right, and then now I'm going to go in here and see how high that is. So this is 0.39. You guys can read that. So it's 0.39. So I got to go up a little over 1/10 of an inch. So I'm going to take my itty bitty screwdriver, okay, I don't know what size it is, and I'm going to go here and turn this a little counterclockwise. There you go, got a little loose. So I only turned it a 1/4 of a turn. All right, so now I got to get that up to about half an inch. So I'm just going to take it and pry it up a little bit. It's going to need another little bit more to loosen it. All right, there we go. So, come on, go up. It's like not wanting to go up. There it goes, I got it. Okay, it was just stuck. All right, so now I've got to put the screw back, tighten the screw back down a little bit, just snug it up a little bit. Okay. So that way when I go to put the caliper in there, it doesn't fall back down. All right, snug it just a little bit. There. That's too snug. So let's see if that's where we wanted that. So I'm going to snug it back up. Kind of hard to see because of my sight and everything. All right, there. So I got that. Now I'm going to measure it again. So right now this is at 4.8. Let's see. Redo it. All right, so I'm going to measure this. So make sure my calipers are zeroed. And see where we're at. We're at 4.82. So I need to go up just a tiny little bit. So I loosen this little set screw in here. Oh, that's a lot. Oops. Then I measure it again. And the only reason I'm doing this is, like I said, all right, there we go, 4.825. All right. So I'm going to turn that a little bit. All right, I moved it up just here. You gotta be really careful to find this light. Just a hair over 1/10 of an inch. All right, zero out the calipers once again. Then use a depth gauge. So I'm at 0.507. So I'll do it again. I'll turn it this way so you guys can see the calipers. So zero the calipers out. All right, there we are. So what does the caliper say? Don't turn the camera sideways.
0.508.
0.508. So there we go. So 0.508. So that is pretty close. This thing ain't for like shooting at 100. No, it's not for like very precision shooting or whatever. But I got it to where I need it. And what I also did is I put the I got my cheap little Simmons laser bore sight in it, and I put a dot down there where my red laser is pointing out on a piece of paper, and then I also got a dot where I'm actually sighted in at. Yep, and I'm exactly where I was pointing at before. So what I did is I raised the little plate in here that's got a dime on there with the little cutout, the V cut or whatever, a little notch. So that way, if I want to say this is zeroed at 50, and I know the next notch up is 100, I know, okay, that's 100 yards. Like if I did see a deer, boar, whatever, see 100 yards, I can go to that one, and then, you know, or maybe a 75, depending on the round, then so on and so forth. So they're all moved up. So now I know where it's at right now, and then the bottom one is 50 yards. And there we have it. So once again, what I did is I already had my sight, had it set at 50, and I was in the second notch from the front up here. I measured from this plate, the top of the plate here, to the top of this insert. And I wrote it down, which is roughly 1/2 inch, give or take a couple thousandths of an inch. I loosened this plate, moved this insert here up, measured it, and it's within a couple thousandths. And then I tightened that back up, and I am pointing at the exact same, roughly the exact same spot that I was pointing in a while ago. So with that being said, you know, it leaves me the room for adjustments for my sights if I have to shoot further out. So, if you like the video, like, subscribe, leave your comments below. If you don't like the video, tell me what could be done better, so that way I can, you know, and give me some ideas of what kind of things you guys want to see. And I have a few things coming up too, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, thanks for stopping by, thanks for watching, stay strong, America.